Okay, so once we load our image for the Coca-Cola, we will then move ahead and load our image for the pizza. So once again, we go to File, we go to Place Embedded, then we will go to Downloads, so once we get to download, you see that we have the images for the pizza. So I'll choose this one, click on it, take it somewhere here, then we do the size. Okay. So our background, we are not done. So let's try and bring in some component. But then before that, let's choose our color code for the background. So I'm going to what I normally do is I pick the colors from the various components that Hello, welcome back to Smart Architect Consult. Merry Christmas to our viewers and everyone who has been supporting us during this journey. We say a big thank you to all of you for being part of the family. Okay, so this video is simple. We realize that most people who are into graphic design or who want to enter the graphic design world are finding it difficult to design some of the flyers. Okay, so in this video I'm going to show you how to design a pizza flyer, a pizza delivery flyer on what, or in what, Photoshop. How to design pizza delivery flyer in Photoshop. Okay, so before we start, when you open Photoshop at first, this is what you are going to see. So you have to create a new sheet for the work that you are coming to do, or the project that you are coming to do, you are about to do. Okay, so before you start, if you are new to this channel or today is your first time of seeing our videos, kindly subscribe to this channel, like the video, and comment in the comment section anything that you are confused about. Also, let me know if you have different steps that you use to create or design your flyers as well. Okay, so we can start now. So after opening your Photoshop, this is what you see. This is the interface. So you have to go to File, click on it, you see New, or the shortcut is what, Control N. So you select the New under what, File. So this pop-up menu will show. So after this pop-up menu shows, you see the number of sheets being listed, but then you can see that we don't have some of the sheets inside. So you have to go to what, Print. So when you go to Print, you see all the sheets that you have, or you can create your own custom what, sheet. But I'm going to choose A4 sheet, then reduce the height. So this A4 sheet, the size is 210 by what, 297 mm. So when you check the preset details, you can label your project here. So we are designing what, pizza delivery flyer. So I'll delete this one and I'll label it or name it pizza delivery flyer. Okay, so this is the orientation. These are the orientation. We have the portrait and what's the landscape, but we are going to use the portrait. So when you use the portrait, meaning the width is what, 210. That's the shortest side, and the height is what, 297. But it's too long for me, so I'm going to reduce the height to what, 250. Then you leave the resolution at 300 pixels slash what, inches. Then the color mode, RGB is okay, 8-bit is okay, and the background content, white, okay. And what color? So basically you leave everything at this. Then you click what, create. Then you wait small while your workstation is being what, loaded. So after your workstation being loaded, this is what you are going to see when you open Photoshop first. So before we start designing, first of all you have to have maybe a piece of paper or maybe your sketch pad. As a designer, you need to get some sketch pad or any book that you do your sketches inside, because when you are planning on a sheet of paper, you have the free, because using PC, unless you are using graphic pad that you can maybe use the pen to move around freely, get some sketch on it or in Photoshop. So you have to check your background design, the text that you are going to put on the flyer, the images you are going to put on the flyer, and the various information that you are going to put on the flyer. Maybe your contact or the maybe if, let's say you are designing for smart food company, so you have to take their details, maybe their contacts, their email, and maybe their location as well, and their services. Yes. So after taking this information and taking all the graphics they want to include in that flyer, you then have to sit down, use your sketch pad, then you plan how you are going to arrange these elements on your sheet in Photoshop, where you are going to place your image, where you are going to place your text, your location, like the venue, like how you have to use graphics to what is like explain to the what or communicate to the audience. You get it? Yes. So first of all, we are going to start designing our background. So I'll choose the rectangle here, draw rectangle. This is what I have. I'll change the color to black. When I'm designing, I consider using neutral colors first. So after doing the design, then I change the color to the colors that I want. So I'll double click on here, the box, not the text, the box. You double click on it, then you change it to the color you want. This is okay. Then I'll choose the ellipse, draw, hold on shift, or something like this. Double click here, change it to white. Click on it, hold Alt, or maybe you can use Ctrl J to duplicate. Maybe like this. and Ctrl J to duplicate as well. Reduce the size. Then I'll reduce the opacity. I'll reduce the fill. Sorry, I'll select this, the fill, and the fill I'll reduce it to 0. Then double click here, the empty space, double click on it. Then the stroke, I'll take the stroke and I'll increase the size more. I'll change it to white, or maybe white. Okay, so with this I'll choose a line, line here, choose a line, that's my line here. So I'll double click on the line, click on stroke, I'll change it to black, use the size, push it up a little bit. I'll click this one, double click here, stroke. And I'll merge. Before I merge, let me wait. Okay. So once we have this, I'll assume this will serve as my background. Then I'll bring in some text, whatever that I want to include on this flyer. I mean, if your client is waiting or wants the project as soon as possible, that this step is very simple and easy. So the name of the company is Smart Pizza. Smart Pizza. Hold on Alt Net key, and I'll drag it from it. Maybe yeah, slogan, maybe the only delicious pizza. Delicious pizza. Now to come here. Hold on Alt, drag it from it. Maybe location. Maybe location YouTube. Double click. Okay, so I'll reduce the size. Then maybe I'll double click, change it from bold to regular. Reduce this one to maybe 16. This is too small, so maybe 30. Then I'll press on Ctrl J to duplicate this one. Then double click on it, delete the smart. Double click on this one, delete the pizza, and like this one. See how it's going on? Yeah, we are not even done. We haven't reached anywhere. Yes. So once you get this, let's try and bring in the images before we know the colors that we are going to choose for our project or our flyer. So I'm going to load in my images. So you can download the images from any website or web browser that you have. We have maybe PNG trees, like PNG. Just add PNG, maybe pizza PNG file. There's Coca-Cola PNG file. You have to add it to. Let's say you are typing in, you want to download image for or PNG for pizza or maybe rice. You go to the internet, any of the web browser. You can go to Google, you can use Safari on your phone, you can use Microsoft Edge, you can use like a lot Opera Mini, any of the websites or any of the web browser. Then you type in the image that you want to search for or download. Then you add PNG to it. So maybe pizza PNG file, get it. Rice PNG file, get jollof rice PNG file, like that. So I'll go to file, go to what, place embedded. Okay, go to my downloads. I see that I have the pizza here. Okay, so once we load our image for the Coca-Cola, we will then move ahead and load our image for the pizza. So once again, we will go to file, go to place embedded, then we will go to downloads. So once we get to download, you see that we have the images for the pizza. So I'll choose this one. Click on it. Bring it somewhere here. Let me reduce the size more. Couple over here. Okay. So our background, we are not done. So let's try and bring in some component, but then before that, let's choose our color code for the background. So I'm going to what I normally do is I pick the colors from the various components that